Oh man, coming in hot. Coming in hot. All right. Hello. Welcome to the stream again. Hopefully, we are live. Uh, Welcome back to Devs and Diaries. I'm Farhan. I'm a game developer at Jackbox Games, and I'm here with my co-host.
Yes, another developer at Jackbox Games. And Devs and Diaries is a show where we play some games, we talk about them, we answer your questions about how games are made, but also about how to find love. That's that's kind of the B priority, the secondary priority
Oh, okay.
of the questions.
A little bit of a.
Haven't gotten quite as much progress on that one, but we do know a thing or two about games, so we're happy to answer those questions as well.
And for those who are just joining us for this first time, we do a little bit of an advice show here. So if you want to ask any questions, game dev related or not related, life advice, game advice, feel free to ask that in the chat. And we also have a forum, so feel free to ask that in there too. The reason I bring that up is let me actually bring up some advice from the previous episodes. Let's ruminate, if you will. Getting into the diary, we have two entries here so far. The first one was kind of our love episode. We were talking about some ice cream. We ended up getting on a little bit of a Tyra Banks tangent, but at the end of it, we found out that you gotta believe in yourself. Some ice cream is actually ice cream. I was completely wrong. I thought it wasn't. I tried to gaslight Michael into believing it wasn't ice cream, and you know what? I was believing in myself.
Yeah, and at the beginning of every gaslighting is some gas, and I took the positivity from that, and I just decided to believe in myself. So that's really the heart of the first lesson from our shared diary. The diary half of the Devs and Diary, and then the second one I think is equally applicable to everyone's lives. Farhan, if you would read that one in your best Italian accent, I hereby give you permission to give one a shot.
Oh my god. Yeah, no problem. I mean, as everybody knows, I know how to make pasta from scratch. So this is my attempt at Marlon Brando's The Godfather. Thank you. The start of your day might be a pilicholo, but let it be a mozzarella at your Olive Garden. And to me, really, truly, that means the start of your day. For those who don't know, the pilicholo, it's a term that we found out together in the last stream in our, I believe it was Dictionarium, and it was the first sip of milk that makes you figure out whether the milk is giving you the what boys, whether it's spoiled or not. And basically that's kind of like, don't let that ruin the rest of your day. At the end of the day, when you're at Olive Garden, you're here, your family, let that be what you take home with you. Honestly, and that's it. That was a lesson for the last Monday.
Yeah, these are two very important lessons that we have learned over our time on this stream together, and with you all of you. I mean, we couldn't have gotten some of the words in this diary without all of your help. So,
and
yeah.
Today I think that I might have a little bit of a topic for today. I think today is going to be a little bit about risk assessment. Now, to appear into my life, sometimes you park in a Jimmy John's parking lot and you get your car towed. Unfortunately, this was the risk that I made. I did not properly assess the situation. And then I paid the prices. Now we're going to talk a little bit about how, when you come up with risk, sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit. And sometimes you got to assess the gravy. You know what I mean? As they say in the South. These are colloquial South terms. Keep up, Michael.
Yeah.
So you risk it for the biscuit, or you stream it. I don't remember what the other part was. It eludes me. It's that so esoteric. And I think the whole point is that when there's risk, it needs to be properly assessed. I got nothing. I'm mostly rambling at this point.
Sometimes you get your car towed, and sometimes you get free parking for months, and life is fragile, but life is nothing without risks. And I feel like we have a perfect game to kind of exemplify the risk-taking nature of life, which is putting yourself out there. And that is this amazing game, Monster Seeking Monster.
Yes. Oh, and this... Sorry, I was getting the game started, and then my apologies. Alright, so... I should probably not show the root code.
The root code.
The actual devs can get in. This is a mistake I've made before, and boy, you know, I think I may make it again.
Yeah, you have already made.
I've made this mistake time and time again. I think
we are getting feedback that the game audio is a little too loud.
Very loud. I'm gonna have to restart.
Yeah.
So, ha ha ha. Okay.
We also are getting questions about the amount of money needed to prevent you from ever doing an Italian accent ever again. And I think the thing about that is that truly it's priceless.
You know, it would shock you that that price might just be $3.99. I don't know if I want to put myself in that position again. I honestly, like...
I mean, to be very clear, you did not put yourself in that position. You were put in that position by me.
You know, I feel like I put myself in that position because I could have backed out and literally did anything, but I committed to the pit and that was my problem.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I'll never... that's not quite true. Committing to bits is fine. I also enjoy the lesson from Troy, which is don't eat Jimmy John's. This is a hot take, but I totally agree with you. Jimmy John's is a total functional food. I never crave it. It only ever serves the purpose of keeping me alive. And beyond that, it just exists. It's there.
Hey.
Oh, boy. Oh, the audience is off. Is there an audience? Okay.
Yes.
Alright. Do we... I think we can go for now. Or do we want to go restart with the audience? That's on me again.
Should we restart with audience? Stop.
Actually, no, there's a...
Honestly...
Sorry, there is actually... I apologize. We do need to do the audience because
because the Twitch extension!
There's a Twitch extension. I'm so sorry. There is actually a Twitch extension now available for Monster Seeking Monster, which is another reason why we're playing this game. Again, my apologies. That's on me. Okay, if you want
in life... You gotta risk it for the biscuit, and you risk the efficiency over the granularity, and these are just things that we must do. Okay. And now we're in. As long I keep getting this mustachioed man with the ascot, and that's all I really care about, honestly. And Ender's saying, as soon as I heard Jimmy John's was selling chips, I was out. What sub shot does that? Exactly. Stick to one thing. Stay in your lane.
Hold up. But Potbellies also does that, and Potbellies is pretty choice. And not to mention, they have me. They have me. They give you a $3. Okay, here's the thing. They give you a value proposition. Here's some risk assessment that I need to tell you guys about. All right. This is a value proposition that you can't pass up, and I am not, and by any way endorsed to buy Potbellies. The name of this game is Monster Seeking Monster.
Hello and welcome to Monster
feel free
Seeking
to
Monster.
join in
I'm your host,
with using
Felicia the
the
Slimy.
Twitch extension.
It's a glandular thing.
But The
I'll be hosting
Pop
6
Bellies
nights
gives
of
you a
horrific
$3 off
hookups where
coupon
you'll try to convince
off of a
other
$6
players to go
sandwich.
out with you
Now
by
tell me,
sending them
that
secret
is
messages.
50%
Each
off
night,
of a
you'll chat
sandwich.
with other players
There's no
before
risk here.
locking in the
There's
one
just
person you wanna
assessment.
date that
And the
night. If that
assessment
person
is
takes
that
you
this is
back, you
profit.
go on a date and both
I've
earn a
never
heart. At the
seen
end of the game, the monster
such a
with the
good
most hearts
profit margin,
wins.
like value proposition in my
Did
entire
I
life.
mention you're all secretly monsters? Check your devices now to see your secret powers and how you can earn bonuses if you put them
yeah,
to good
that's,
use. Oh, and you can date the audience.
I want to be in a shareholders meeting with you where you say there is no risk, only assessment.
It will almost certainly come back to haunt us.
Listen, this is true. All we have to do is look at what we have. We don't have to worry about when you have something
Let's
that
start
gives you
by
100%
chatting with other
return,
players and
do you
trying to
even
set
need
up
to think
dates.
about it?
You can only send 4 messages each
Yeah.
night, so use them wisely.
Oh, yes. The assignment of monsters.
Oh, the audience's first message is automatically sent to everyone each night, and it shows up here on the screen too. Isn't that fun?
Oh, okay.
Oh, small detail. Your secret message is not going to be secret forever, so keep that in mind.
Oh, man.
All right. So I think I've taken some risks, you know? I think I took some risks of love here. I think I might have taken some employment risks. You know, right now I'm trying to find love, and I think that's the
The risk, you know, there's this great quote that I forget who it's from, that in order to be loved, you must
Only 20
hazard
seconds
to
left
be
get those
known.
messages in.
I just, it's so much of it is just, you know, just the pain. It's all pain. Oh my gosh, split brain here.
Okay, time's
Oh.
up. Now, on your device, pick the one
Risk it for the
person you hope
sandwich.
you're
Thank you,
going on
Lucas.
a
That
date
is a
with
good
tonight.
philosophy.
Love, so much potential for disaster and heartbreak.
there's
Hey, I know it's hard to choose.
this is the first
but
I
if you
know
don't pick
this is the
anyone,
first
you'll
time
be severely penalized. Okay,
I think this is the
let's
first
see
time
who
I've ever
everyone
been
wanted to
caught
date. And
with
if you
fork
don't
in
get
the
a
road
date, don't
in my
worry.
love life.
This is just the first night.
This was the hardest decision I've ever had to make.
Oh, come on.
Oh, please. No!
Oh
If you
no!
want to get a message from someone,
Okay,
they're probably
so,
not that
Michael,
My stash.
assess that risk.
Oh, my
Uh-oh.
love of life.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Listen, okay, I'm not Troy. It
Oh.
literally is not you, it is me. This was a value proposition that I couldn't give up. I want you to understand. I want you to understand that oh man, you know?
No one is finding love in this game.
I risked it. I risked it, and you know what? At the end of the wow. Oh. Okay. You know what? Honestly,
Oh.
I feel like I don't deserve them. I'm happy that they're happy.
No, I mean, Troy, here's the thing, you know, much like a dog that bites you once, you'll never fully regain the same level of trust as you had before you got bit. So, it's
Stay
over.
right there. There's more.
But, you know, still talk to me because I like the attention.
Michael, Now, man, I'm just so, honestly, I really thought that this is one of the times where
Congratulations, mildly. You have a date.
and apparently
just
21 people in the audience and Zach. What's so great about Zach?
God.
No one wants my
First night,
biscuits.
it
I'm
would
so
be
mad.
weird to have a scoreboard at a dating event.
Just
Actually,
to
everybody wants my
reintroduce the
biscuits.
show, this is Devs and Diaries. If you're just tuning in, this is Devs and Diaries. For Han and myself, Michael, answer your questions about game development and life in the pursuit of happiness. The film, exclusively the film.
Welcome
And-
to Earth.
And every night after that, we'll do the
Yes.
same for the highest
So feel free to ask questions in the chat if you have about our games and how they work. We're both developers here at Jackbox. And also just enjoy whatever's about to happen.
Yeah. And
Now that we know how this works, let's just jump into sending out those messages.
Gosh. Gosh.
Hey, if you need to block another player from messaging you, when you hit the info button on their chat screen, you can also find a block button, so you won't see their messages.
Oh no. Oh no, no. I am
20
busy
seconds and counting.
flicking my hair, but I am also paying attention. I have built up the ability to do so over many years. And I don't think it'll ever end, honestly.
okay, now that I've properly spit game, there's some questions from the audience
Time's
that
up.
I'd like.
All right, it's time to
are
pick
asking
dates
questions in the
again.
audience. Wow, sentences.
So, did we learn any useful
What led
life
you to
lessons the
use
first night?
a globe
We'll
as
find
the
out.
audience's avatar? I actually don't know the direct answer to that question, but I will jot it down and ask someone, and I will answer the question next time. So feel free to come back around, and there'll be an answer waiting for you. Would you ever consider more than 8 players? We do have
Time to
some
see the
games
dates.
that are more than 8 players. Oh,
Bracketeering?
crud.
Pick a date. Time to say goodbye to a heart.
Oh no.
I forgot to pick someone. My bad.
Hey, but you're answering audience questions, so in the grand scheme of things.
You know,
If no
Oh
one messages
no!
once, the audience
No
can't
one
date
did the
anyone.
audio. The worst part is that I'm not even getting all my messages.
you know what
I
the-
could have totally responded to the audio.
The worst part about this is, legitimately, I wanted this to happen. I messed it up. Like, give me a third chance.
Oh no! Is this like a total like into the psyche you wanted it to fail? Oh no.
Listen, I'm not that
Message was
kind of
going to
guy.
work,
I
huh?
promise. All right,
Don't
just
go
give me a
yet.
third
There's
chance.
more.
I will say with the audience being represented, we like yay! This is truly a love story. Baby, just say yes.
Oh,
We like images that are kind of like communal but singular. I mean, so like you could see the audience in the globe, but also it is like a singular icon. We generally try to fit that niche in terms of iconography.
Let's see
And
what's what.
meant to whatever the
Well. Some stuff definitely happened there. Don't
specific
forget, from
spot
now
it's
on,
going,
at the
so-
end of each night, a new monster will be revealed. You're in the top spot. Let's see what kind of monster you are.
all right.
Michael, don't.
The serial killer steals 2 hearts
Someone
from a
is
player the
spamming
second
that they
time
want.
date each other.
Push the button too,
You
or
can get
they are
whatever
they
you
are
want on your
spamming
device
that
by
we
hitting the
want.
info button
Push the
on
button
their
too.
chat
So
screen. The same goes for any
okay.
monster after they're revealed.
Oh, is my audio not coming through? It might be. I don't know. Or you're just way too loud. How dare you?
By
mildly,
the way, there's a full
I
moon
I
tonight
do
in
speak
case that
loudly.
affects your monster
Mildly,
power.
I'm worried about us. You know,
Message
In what way?
time.
Well, Mildly is the serial killer, so
Oh,
I don't know. I just feel like I laid down some.
Mm.
I feel like I laid down some groundwork, and now I just don't want that. And now my groundwork is oh yeah, it might just be that I'm a little loud in the mix.
Maybe. I haven't
The
fully
audience has no messages
gotten the
waiting
mix
for
down
responses.
yet.
They
This-
send their
so-
messages to me, and I
This
show them
we
to
want push the button 2. Maybe it's yeah. This is we've been rated. There's too many people. Yes, I want. Ah! Mildly. Oh no. Oh.
Oh man.
Only 20 seconds
Add
left.
CDK. You know what? This is actually from Party Pack 4.
Some scary Englishman told us to beg for push the button 2. Okay.
Time's up.
Okay.
Once again, it's time to pick your date.
Well, I mean, push the button
Excitement is
1
almost
took
bringing
what?
me back to life.
3 years of
Liam,
prototyping
Liam,
to
Liam,
make. So.
Liam. Hey, Liam.
Hey, I know, it's hard to choose, but if you don't pick anyone, you'll be severely penalized. Let's see the dates.
Ooh, 22 people. Michael,
I
did
did. Oh no.
was there too much of a risk with those 22 people?
I just.
Oh.
Stick
I've
around, there's another
truly-
one for you.
I've truly miscalculated. I am just such
Oh
a
my
failure.
god, Mildly's just ripping the
Oh.
hearts out of everybody.
This game is just,
you know,
it's a lot of pain.
his game hurts. It really does. Like,
It's a lot of risk assessment that's just not paying off,
know
much
how
like
this is
parking
gonna
at the
end.
Jimmy John's parking lot.
oh
I
man,
don't.
you know,
Stay right there.
This is-
There's more.
this is a sight. You think everybody's getting rejected left and right? This is like,
This is the one zombie counter strat. We are. If anyone is a zombie or a vampire or a werewolf, they are having a bad time.
listen,
right now.
listen to this. Boom, boom. I don't like sand. I'm so proud of this one.
Wow! Look at how many messages you two are exchanging. Wow.
I am not. Listen, I was loyal the first time, but the problem was that I forgot to pick.
Is that how much you have to talk to people for them to be interested in? I've been sending like 2 messages max.
And well,
like
see,
maximum.
but here's the thing. I'm here for the long game. You know, we talk about risk assessment, right? We talk about short-term capital games versus long-term capital gains. You know what I mean? You send more messages, it's long-term capital gains. You get taxed less over time, Michael.
That person loses
Oh,
a heart. Don't use
no.
your power for evil.
I've been
vengeful
losing
ghosts.
hearts by rejecting the audience. No! Stop.
Uh-oh.
I don't like it that my
Uh-oh.
actions have consequences.
Full moon
Oh! I just want to reject people and not think about their feelings. Oh, God. Okay.
So,
Um,
Player asks, what is the game that can handle the most players? Actually, that would be Bracketeering. It handles up to 16 players that can play on their controllers, and then the audience players can pretty much affect everything to see how a specific bracket gets pushed in a certain way.
I love the audience as this ghost saying these phrases.
Yeah.
I think you could use more water.
20-second warning. Oh, sorry. Time's up. All right,
If you're just joining us, this is Devs and Diaries, where Farhan and myself, Michael, two developers of Jackbox Games, answer questions about how our games are made and live, laugh, love. So feel free to ask questions in the chat, either about our games or about anything else, and we'll see what wisdom befalls us.
It's date time.
All right. God, I'm here for the mustard.
Oh wow.
Troy with
No.
the TLC reference.
But Troy, you know that you will lose a heart if. Oh no.
Anyone? You know the rules.
Oh no.
What?
Oh,
I totally
man.
hit a button.
Oh jeez.
I swear I did. I swear I hit a
We
button.
already know how this will go.
I mean, it was near the end, but whatever.
Someone asks, do I have electricity?
ends badly.
And my response is, electricity costs money. So, cost benefit, you know, I can get more Potbelly sandwiches.
Risk assessment of electricity is
If I don't use my lights for 4 days, right? That's one Potbelly sandwiches with a coupon provided, of course. So, you know, it just makes more sense. It just makes more sense to keep the lights off and keep the AC high.
Let's see if any of that changed.
yeah.
the social
All
pecking
the all the conversations
Some serious movement.
where your parents didn't want you to touch the thermostat, and now it all makes sense. Oh boy.
At the end of the game,
Uh,
the monster
Poison
has
Player
a
asked what
bonus
types of
card
games,
for every
without
time
giving
they
too
date
much
the
info,
monster
will Party
type
Pack
they've
Party Pack
secretly
8
been
have?
told to hunt.
And I would say there'll be games, and they'll be filled with juicy bits and also like chewy bits and some crunchy bits. And then there'll be kind of like a dressing
Is there
of some
nougat?
some other bits. And it'll be folded. The games will be like folded over and like cut in half. So those are the kind of games I think that, and maybe if you want the games, we'll have the option of the games being like toasted. If that's something you're kind of partial to, there'll be a toasting option for all the games, where they're all like a little burnt and smell like charcoal.
In Party Pack 7, we thought a lot about the motion sickness setting. In this one, there's a peanut-free option. You can get all Party Pack 8 games come with a peanut-free setting. And, you know, we've been thinking a lot about our peanut allergic friends and our nut allergic friends. And you know what? We're nutty about you guys. This is for you.
We're nutty about you guys. That's, I mean, it's
20
true.
seconds.
It's a true fact statement. And yeah, I've fully neglected my messages.
It's hard. It's hard.
It's hard, but I think that the sandwich bit was worth losing love for. And we're not going to dig too deep into the psychoanalysis of that, I
haven't
don't
felt this
think.
nervous since I ate my
Oh, man.
Okay, let's see him.
Yeah, Troy, I don't know. It didn't want people in Night 4 to be happy. I think the game had an agenda.
Wait. Looks like
I mean,
someone has
Bolt
a
Lightning,
idea. Let's see what
push the button 2, you're not going to get anything.
Rejecting the vengeful ghost.
I've been
means
trained
losing
by
a-
the CIA. to not crack under pressure.
Ooh, he's a government man? Oh, that means he has benefits. What's you
Like
have?
a pension.
He has a pension?
A pension.
A pension? Oh, boy.
I actually don't know
We
if
know how this
I
is
understand
gonna
how a
go.
pension works.
You know, in my lifetime, I don't think I'm ever gonna see one. So to me, it's kind of
That's
like
the thing.
it's like it's information I
Real
don't know
not
if I
applicable
need.
to my life.
Nah, no way, no way, no how.
Whole note, you just won your first ever Jackbox game. Congratulations. There's a first time for everyone winning each of these games, and I will certainly not be winning this.
Poison
The
player.
party pack that took
Yeah.
Poison player, the party pack that took the most time and money.
Let's see if that changed
All of the
any
party packs, for the
standards.
most part, when we think about them as a whole, take
Let's
like
see what you
the
are.
amount of work hours and just value in each party pack is pretty much exclusively going up.
On a full
um,
moon, where
because the
is
studio
bonus
is
heart for
growing.
dating,
So
and then
the
turn
cost of
dates into a
production
werewolf.
and
But if a werewolf
the
is
amount of time it
rejected on a
took,
full moon,
like the
they
calendar
lose half a
year
heart.
obviously stays pretty similar between the party packs that have come out. But because there have been more people who work on them,
It's our
like
last night together.
there's
Make
more
it
work
count.
hours, and also the
you
budget
get
has been higher
2
in
hearts
each.
for dating tonight
So.
instead of 1 because it's such a
It's
special
only going
night.
up, baby.
And there's a full moon. So fun. Get to messaging.
I will say, I think my favorite party pack, personally, might be, or actually, I really like Survive the Internet the most. For some reason, Survive the Internet's my favorite game.
That's, yeah, it is really great. Madverse City is the superior game. Man, it really depends on the group. I think Madverse City is great, especially if you turn down the volume of the raps. I don't even know. This joke doesn't even make sense to me, and I'm the one writing it.
Trivia Murder Party is a ton of fun.
Just 20 more
I
seconds.
worked on that game for a little bit too, and I really enjoyed even working on that game. Just like the little mini games and stuff on that game there's so much to do. It was oh man, it was a blast.
Yeah,
The first or the second?
Yeah, I mean, I think we did a really good job with the second, kind of expanding on the soul of the game.
I
While
can't watch. I'm closing my 29 eyes.
oh, no, I was worried that the body snatcher might have just gotten me, but I don't think that that's a concern considering where I am on the leaderboard.
I know, it's hard to choose. But
so,
if you don't pick anyone, you'll
I
be
think we did a good job in Trivia Murder Party 2 of like expanding on like the feel and game and finding new ways to kind of innovate within that space.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
What is that joke? What is that joke even?
I'm
Is it a
proud of
joke?
it. No.
I don't understand.
No.
This means rejections for our extra lonely hearts over there.
Yo, everybody's trying to get a piece of too clean. It was too clean. Oh man.
Farhan,
Mhm.
this is fun. This is a question from Darwin. Darwin Sum. Farhan, if you were on a desert island, which would you take? A shovel, an otter, a dictionary, or Michael?
Honestly, I feel like a
The werewolf dated on a full
shovel
moon.
is the right answer.
Oh,
So
no,
here's
another
my thought.
werewolf.
Here's my thought. All right.
Okay.
I'm on a deserted island anyways, so I mean, like, what's my time there? Not
Let's see the
that.
almost
Maybe it
final
might be a long time.
standings.
I don't know. My reason for shoveling is that if I need to poop,
One last thing.
then I
It's
can
time
bury
for
it,
the after
right?
party.
I guess
Time to
technically I don't need a
reveal
shovel
any
for that.
remaining hidden
But I
monster
feel like
powers.
that's...
Okay, let's see your secrets.
I don't know. That was the first thing that came to my mind. So... Oh, what is going on?
Every time the
my God,
glob
there's-
successfully dates
who's the
3
glob?
new players, its heart tally
Yeah.
doubles.
Whoa! So, short
Sad
answer,
people love I
think it would
puppets.
be the
ventriloquist
shovel,
puppet gets
because
bonus
a
heart
dictionary
every
has a
time they
finite
date
pages, so I
someone
don't
who
think
was
you could
rejected
use
the
that
night
for very
before.
long. And then once you read a dictionary once, you pretty much got nothing left. Michael is super useful, but I feel
mother
like if we
receives
ever
a
run
bonus
out
heart
of
every
food,
night their
Michael's
child
gonna be
is
able to
not on a
overpower
date.
and eat me, and I don't know if that's gonna be fun. And an otter just... Actually, I think I'm gonna go with an otter, because they...
Everyone the vampire
But I
dates
would be
becomes a
really hurt,
vampire,
because an
and then
otter
so do the people they date.
likes a
At the
rock
end,
more
this
than, like,
vampire
its best
receives
friend.
half
Like,
a
a rock
bonus
is
heart for
an otter's
every
best
vampire
friend.
in the game.
And I feel like if an otter
Time
just,
to
like, if
tally
the
up
otter
any
friend just took its
after-party
rock and
bonus
swam
hearts.
away, I don't know if I'd be able to handle
Who
that.
was the monster hunter hunting
So I'm gonna
this
go with the
whole
shovel.
time? The vampire, who they dated once.
I can't believe I got judged beneath the shovel. I guess you did set up a framework in which facilitating going to the bathroom was the primary judgment metric
Primo!
for.
Let's see
So
how
like,
many
Primo.
people turned
It was
into
up
maybe
there.
then I'm happy with my placement. But
Listen.
oh my god, how did the vampire get so many?
How
Listen,
does that affect the final standings?
I'm shocked at the Monster Hunter. Wow.
ooh.
We had a Monster Hunter win? We had a Monster Hunter win? This
Zach
is a revolutionary stream.
killing it. Absolutely killing it.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow. Wow. I'm honestly kind of blown away that we all got made so easily by that Monster Hunter. Oh my gosh.
Ah, well, see, the problem was that there was a lot of people who also didn't choose, right? Going back
Lucas.
to the... Oh, have a good day. The best thing about here's the thing about risk assessment, man. It seems like not enough of us took enough risks. I saw that, both of us only had 2 hearts, right? What does that mean? We didn't put ourselves out there enough. I don't think we did.
I think there was one round where I didn't send a single message.
There was a round that you didn't send a single message. And you know what the crazy thing was? You had suitors lining up around the block. Your
That's the
house
thing.
looked like Best Buy.
And I'll just never know. Best Buy on PS4 day. I'll just never know if I don't put myself out there, but I'm not willing to take that risk. I've assessed the risk, and hurt hurts. That's my take.
I agree, but that's the thing about risk, right? Just because hurt hurts does not mean that future hurt should hurt now. Now here's what I'm talking about. Here's where we get back to the pot bellies, or here's where we get back to the pot bellies deal. All right.
Yep.
You don't hurt when your value proposition is just going straight up. All right. It's free money. It's free money. It's free real estate. It's free sustenance. Now, they say money is power, power is time, time is everything, really. Sandwiches give you power, so therefore sandwiches are time.
I've never thought about how sandwiches are time before, but you're absolutely
Mm-hmm.
and I mean the sandwich is the perfect embodiment of food as time. Like, is a sandwich really the best way to eat any of the individual components of the sandwich? Probably not. Probably not. Like, it would be a waste if you had some Wagyu steak thing in a sandwich, right? But the sandwich is a perfect thing for a life on the go. And the modern necessity of eating while walking. I do want to shout out to Zach for winning with Monster Hunter, because that's it's wild. That's hard to do, and it wasn't helped by my fear of rejection, or it wasn't hurt by my fear of rejection rather. But congrats nonetheless.
Also, yeah, I think
Troy takes photos. We will probably never go out. And this is one of the great. Actually, it's one of the great truths of life. It's written. It's the 11th commandment. If you actually look, it's kind of like you have to zoom in on the tablet, because it was kind of added a little bit. Like God was like, "Yo, Moses, don't forget, Troy and Michael, not a thing." So, but
Are you gonna claim that you're gonna claim that the 10 commandments had a footnote?
Yeah, specifically about my dating life.
There's a little asterisk on the bottom that's like, wait a minute.
No,
okay, hold up.
Yeah, it did. I'm trying to join this game, by the way. I think I'm joining as audience right now. Or nope, I'm in. Okay.
Yep. And I think that's a good transition into our next game, which is Bracketeering. Somebody was talking about playing a game with a ton of people, and you know what? Yes, and improv, that's what it's all about. Changing the schedule on the fly, you know what I mean? Michael, I didn't even run this past Michael. Michael just found out right now, and he's furious.
Well, and now I just gotta take your decision as a gift.
Yes.
All decisions are gift.
Listen. Listen.
If you're just tuning in, we're about to play some Bracketeering, but this is Devs and Diaries, where Farhan and myself, Michael, two developers at Jackbox Games, answer your questions about the games, but also about life. And,
or what the hell ever, honestly. Not even life.
And, yeah, it really can be anything.
At this point, I mean, we're talking about shovels versus Michael. Like...
Yeah, it's about life, but mostly about Crazy Stupid Love, the Ryan Gosling film. I will talk about that forever. So,
I don't think I've ever watched it.
Oh, it's so good, and the cast is expansive, and it, yes. You've got to get your money first. Type in the best answer you can think of and hit send. If your answer wins the entire bracket, you'll be rolling in moolah. By the way, you can join the audience and play along by going to jackbox.tv and entering the room. Welcome, Bizarro King. You made it in, and now it's time for you to earn your place at the table. No, no, we are welcoming here.
Only the top feeds here.
Troy, it is in the 10 Commandments, which is much like how the Big Ten has more than 10 teams. The 10 Commandments actually has more than 10 commandments.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that the Big Ten had more than 10 teams.
None of those numbers for conferences are accurate.
Really?
Yeah. At this point.
Okay.
The predictions are in.
Oh man.
It's time to dive into our first bracket.
This is I mean, it's March Madness too. This makes sense on a lot of levels to play this game.
Oh. If you want nuts, what do I want shelled? Pistachios. Pistachios are the best. Pistachios are up there. Pistachios are some of the best nuts. Walnuts are up there.
The shovel.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, pistachios get cracking. That's a slogan for a brand. I shouldn't say that. We'll get this show canceled.
You're giving planters too much material, man. Reel it in.
Yeah,
bring it back
truly.
to the stream.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh my god. Oh.
A diamond-covered squeaky toy? But think about Orlando Bloom. Think critically about Orlando Bloom.
Assess the risk. There is none.
There is no risk with Orlando Bloom. Worst case scenario is that Katy Perry shows up. That is the worst case scenario.
You have some opinions about Katy Perry entering Orlando Bloom's life, huh?
No. Oh, what? No, Katy Perry is great.
I don't know anything about her.
She's a fire.
Hey, dude.
Alright. Jackbox merch.
But it's variable. Yeah, I mean, I actually haven't listened to Katy Perry in a long time. The one thing I saw about Katy Perry was not too long ago. I saw a thumbnail of her most recent music video, and she was dressed up as a clown, and I thought it was interesting. Like, honestly,
Oh, for Smile?
yeah, like,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try to throw her under the bus. I thought it was interesting. Like, it's an interesting take, so I
No, it
don't
was a
want to
good
judge
single.
it too quickly.
I like that
Wasn't okay. I mean,
Yeah,
I thought it was an interesting look. I mean, it looked goofy, but I mean, that's kind of why I liked it. But at the same time, I didn't listen to anything beyond anything other than looking at the thumbnail. So, whatever. This is not the hill I'm dying on.
You're not willing to die for your Katy Perry standmanship?
Nah.
It's time to make another prediction. Hey,
I am just so apathetic now that Orlando Bloom is out of this bracket, and
Is it
I just don't know what to do.
because we don't have his bow anymore? Is that the problem, Michael? We still have our axe. We still have our axe. I don't know if we have the King of Men.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it, but then I did.
it's time to
Apathetic about Orlando. Sasha away.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Oh. Something I
Hey, think about. I want everyone to think about how much. Like, solid gold is actually malleable. It would be comfy. You know, it would be a nice thing. Diamonds are very hard. Bad for the teeth. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
what?
Bad. Think about the dental quality of this dog.
think
Yes.
about your papa.
Yes. Yes.
You know, one thing I do love about this game, I really do like that little animation where the two things are fighting and it gets like slightly bigger, like the rectangle gets like slightly bigger and skewed to the left. I don't know. It's like a small feature to bolster our own games unintentionally. But yeah, I really do like that feature. It sounds like I'm just like tooting our own horns, but I don't know anything.
No, you're not allowed to like our stuff.
No, not at all. Especially for teams that I have not been on.
Yeah, speaking of, don't Jackbox merch. Nah, don't vote for Jackbox merch. I have no vested interest in the outcome of this. Come on.
Where did we get the idea for Jackbox Games? I think we might have answered this once before, but I think Jackbox Games is mostly just me and Michael. At this point.
Yeah, we originated Jackbox Games in the late 1970s, and
1970s. Okay.
yeah, and
That's a choice.
we had some investors early on, but the company was dormant for a while. When Laserdisc sales kind of plummeted off, and we had to kind of had transition to a new format and medium. But eventually, then we sent a robot. Well, a robot was sent from the past to our present day, and ended up giving us some good market advice. That was like, use phones as controllers, and so we kind of took that and then kind of formed the Jackbox Games that you know today. So that's how Jackbox Games came around.
Did you mention Aloha? Did you mention Aloha Net or?
job or occupation.
Have you mentioned Aloha
no,
Net?
I did omit that, but yeah, please expand.
Oh my
if
goodness!
you
Oh
would.
my goodness! Oh my goodness! Well, Aloha Net is back in '71, of course. Aloha Net was the first wireless LAN, and we talked to the guy and we are like, hey, listen, Aloha, first of all. A second, that's actually how you start every single one of the messages.
The guy was like a total jerk about it. If you didn't start all of your conversations with aloha with that guy, he would
Let's see what this
end of conversation.
It was either an aloha or a mahalo. You had to give one or it was over. You had to. I think it was like start and end. You start the messages, you end the messages. I'm not exactly sure. But we logged on to aloha.net. We surfed the web, if you will, and and then we talked, and that was pretty much one of the pinnacle parts. That was one of the pinnacle parts of our success, because without that, we wouldn't have came up with the idea of phones to make Jackbox games. But an actual answer is to that question is, I think there may be some history on the interwebs, on the origin of Jackbox games. Personally, I didn't want to just say something that was incorrect. That's kind of why I went on the jokey route.
Oh, I have some info. It started out as Jellyvision games. Well, just part of Jellyvision originally.
Right.
And there was kind of a dormancy period that was real, like in 2008, I believe. And a lot of that info is actually on the Wikipedia page, though. So if you are interested more in like the kind of the stages and like the split from Jellyvision, we are now Jackbox is its own company, perhaps obviously, but we are no longer tied to Jellyvision. Although, I mean, we don't like fight them or anything.
No. That's no. We
and
every
stop
day
asking if we do,
in the
because we know where to hide bodies. Okay.
So I want to say, you say we don't fight them. Oh, that's Michael's opinion.
Jellyvision does still exist.
I fight them on a daily basis.
Jellyvision now has pivoted from making like proprietary like onboarding software or whatever it is that they used to do. They now actually do make television sets that you can only see by smothering your eyes with jelly.
It's how you get the vision, of course.
Yeah.
They say blinded by the light. Jellyvision's motto is obfuscated by the jam. I hate that joke. I hope you know. I absolutely hate that joke.
Right Ash is answering your question about Jellyvision. They're a B2B company in the employer benefits, software as a service space. Yes, all that is correct.
But yeah, we get into parking lot fights. I just want to mention. Yeah, no, absolutely. Actually, the main thing is that it's mostly
parking lot fights. Horses are involved.
Mostly just me shirtless in the parking lot trying to start a fight. But yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously, like, you know, security gets called or whatever.
Right.
We're having fun. So.
Insecurity comes first, and then security comes in. Because then I realized that, wait a minute, I have my shirt off. So, oof. You know what I mean? I'm joking. Oh, lovely.
Before we get on to round two,
I love this especially because I'm losing all of my predictions for the game.
Oh man. But Michael, it's about we're about coming to time. So
oh, I think you're right.
It's time to ruminate.
time's running out.
We have been,
we've been
we've been doing a lot of risking today. We've also been doing a lot of failing today. I think failing in a positive way and really like arriving at a better version of ourselves through failure.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, one of the main things.
I am getting a lot of life out of the fact that Jackbox Developer is handily defeating Exotic Dancer in this matchup.
I mean,
I just know that I made a career choice 2 years ago that I'm very happy with now.
This game is Bracketeering. It's in Jackbox Party Pack 4. And earlier we played Monster Seeking Monster, which is also in the same pack. Oh.
An upset in the making.
Bizarro King, you kind of want to win, but you're against the Jackbox Developer. That's, I mean, I lose at our own games much more often than I win.
A surprise win for some of our predictors.
Especially when we play them internally, someone's got to be the Jackbox developer.
Now we
Oh, I will say a little bit of insider information. Playing as an engineer against a professional comedian is a lot of fun.
I've never been more proud than beating the writers at Quiplash.
Oh.
The game that they wrote.
Oh, it's so sweet. Like, yeah, typically when you lose, you're like, okay, well, I mean, I'm not a professional writer. And then you win one, and you're like, oof, I'm writing this for a month.
It's also like such a different. Like, the writers are good at setting you up to be funny. You know, that's the task. It's not the punchline. It's one step ahead of you. It's getting you to the point where you write the punchline. You know, so much of this is, I guess, on a real note, so much of Jackbox is setting the player up to be funny as opposed to being funny. Or at least kind of we've headed that way in from a design space. Whereas if you look at, you know, the older Jack games or even Jack Full Stream, like, it's very much a look at our writing talent.
Here's your starting category.
So
Any small object.
all that is to say is maybe taking the wind out of your and I's sails a little bit for beating the writers at Quiplash, but
Yeah, you know, way to make me feel not good about myself. That's the main thing.
hey, that's not what I'm trying to do.
No,
Oh.
stop it, please.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish this whole next bracket.
Yeah,
Time's running out.
yeah.
A
We're
coin.
running a little short on time. But I think we can finish this up and then do a quick advice. Let's ruminate on the last one. Oh, please.
Oh no,
Dealing with.
I didn't get mine in.
I didn't get mine either.
Oversized novelty version of to prove that you're hilarious. Time to get in those predictions.
Crap.
Oh, excellent.
All cash is doubled this round, so make these choices count.
Oh gosh.
Time's running out.
I've been thinking, Farhan,
Yep.
what kind of messages to take, what kind of messages to take away
Right.
from this, and then
Time's up
Oh,
at
right,
the
right, right.
prediction table.
there's something about, I feel like there's something about rejection and risk and, you know, those kind of themes.
An early
Um,
favorite emerges.
I'm almost on the side, like, well, I mean, let's take a step back and think about, like, okay, what was the topics we talked about? We talk about risk assessment in terms of monster seeking monster. We talk about risk assessment in terms of my Potbelly's obsession, this bit that I won't get sick of. Let's talk about.
No, I mean, I'm on year 2.5 of that bit, and it's still going for me. I still like. I mean, it would have less legs if it wasn't so good of a deal, but it is that good of a deal.
We also let's not forget the risk that we took when we only took a shovel to the deserted island versus our baby boy Michael. You know,
Which, if I've been following chat correctly, and put it in their closet, and I don't think the shovel will be going anywhere.
You know, the one thing I was thinking about mostly was the risk assessment can be broken into two things, as I was talking about before, right? And the assessment part of my response was the issue, right? I came back and my first concern was just, oh, how am I gonna have my reputation while I poop? Like, that is the part that we really need to talk to someone about.
Because I think needing to talk to someone about it is a perfect thing to just put in your diary and never. That's perfect.
Okay.
Why are
Okay.
all these people going to therapy when they could just write their things in a book and hide it forever?
And then post it on the internet for everyone to see.
And then post it on your Finstagram. This is how we get better.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
I like the pimple on Michael's face because it implies that there is a single one, and
This one.
Oh,
just the fact that it's singular. y'all, I hate to break it to all of you, but this webcam is doing a lot of work. my skin is not this fair.
All movie magic.
I can't turn it off. This webcam came built in with this software. Like there's not, it's just hooked up to Discord, but it is smoothing my face a healthy amount.
I recommend the Nivea HD 2200. The first party camera that has active pimple removing technology.
See, but that's the thing. All of them do. Troy, don't feel bad about your joke. It was funny.
Also, Lego piece 26407. I never want to hear that in this space ever again. I want you to know that. Not only is that an insult to me, it's an insult to the CEO of Jackbox Games, and that honestly, he takes it personally. More than me, honestly.
Honestly, it's one of my favorite bits to answer Mike Builder, CEO of Jackbox Games.
Oh yeah, it's so much fun. It's speaking for the CEO. It's so much fun. It's such a. It's so presumptuous.
It's so presumptuous. I just love it.
I'm just here to stir pots,
and
baby.
To be clear, Builder is like a great sport about it. Like,
yeah.
What? He's in on the joke. Whatever. So. If that's not true, Mike, and you're watching, feel free to DM me on Slack.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you're giving this child. Actually, I like this. Everyone vote for the pimple on, because it means it's getting removed from my face and putting on the child's face. And then because there's a singular pimple on my face, then I'll have no pimples on my face. Oh.
Lovely.
I am cursed. I'm cursed with this face.
See, somewhere out there is a smooth, clear-skinned baby.
Oh Lord, why did you bless me with this hideous face? A reference to A Knight's Tale for any of my Heath Ledger stands out there. It's a great film, holds up. Yeah, not a fish. I actually am not. I do not have low self-esteem. Sorry. I do like the image of an otter being used to brush your teeth. They have the whiskers, right? So it kind of works.
They're also water creatures, so it kind of works out. It's
Orlando and Heath. Yes, there is a through line.
They're hydrophobic.
No way. Hydrophobic, you say?
The outer fur is hydrophobic. So if you were to use them as a toothbrush, it actually would kind of work out. I mean, you shouldn't because that's terrible, but we could.
That's so interesting, and I didn't even know that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more that Lego would be so. You're right, Bizarro King.
Oh.
Joshy. That answer otter give you a win.
Oh.
Gross.
That chicken dinner, baby.
Gross.
Okay. Well, now it's actually time to wrap up the show, which means that it's time for the diary entry. We keep hinting at it, but what do you think should officially go down in the books?
You know, I like how much rejection happened. I feel like that's like a healthy part of the thing, and there's something kind of with failure that I feel like.
Oh, listen. How about failures? Failure only hurts when it's a bad value proposition. Because think about it. If it's already a bad value proposition and you fail, it's like, dude, that's a double pincer attack. Don't eat at Jimmy John's. Phenomenal advice, but I can't put that in my Jimmy John's. That's tattooed on my chest. The main thing is that if it's a double value proposition, if it's a bad value proposition and you get rejected, double pincer attack of negativity, really.
Okay. So it'll be what was the specific wording on it?
Failure only hurts. Failure hurts the most when it's a bad value proposition.
That just fully. What if we just like went real angsty with it? I feel like this was like
Sure.
our angsty episode.
This is the angstiest episode. We all had like confidence
We
issues.
asked out a bunch of people,
You're-
and they all rejected us.
You know
and that
what?
hurts.
You know what?
And it's okay to feel hurt and to record those times too. If we only record the good times in the diary, then it's going to be an inaccurate representation of our lives, much like our Instagram feeds. So like, we really got to get out of this, constructed reality of our diary. And I think like rejection hurts. Yeah. Like something full on.
No. We got to
These
dial
otter puns are still coming in.
Failure
Gotta
is
focus.
something you ought to avoid. Joshy, you're onto something. I love it. I like
That is not
bad. That's not bad. I definitely. Okay. I wanted to do something a little more
how about we
angsty,
just
though.
add? How about you just add that, comma, best to never try.
Or how about how about the only risk I didn't assess was myself. Like something like really dialing into the My Chemical Romance of it, Maybe I went too far.
the I have been listening to a little bit too much Machine Gun Kelly recently. This is so funny because I don't relate to anything he says.
All right, we gotta let these people go.
We do. I say that last thing you said is great.
What did I say? You're gonna have to repeat it. I was in the bit. I was in the moment.
The only risk I didn't assess was myself. I say just put both in there. The only risk I didn't assess was myself, failure is something I ought to avoid. And
you know what? I want to put failure is something you ought to avoid first because I love that line so much. I think my addendum has to come second. So
thank you, Joshy.
You know what?
0076.
Joshy 0076. I'm gonna put you in the diary
Or
forever.
Just 0076.
Yeah.
Probably a
0076. If you don't mind. Where do I send my resume?
We actually just closed a search for a minor position.
Okay. I'm just gonna do the only risk I didn't ever assess was myself.
Where are you?
And I'm so sorry. Can't breathe. Okay.
Oh, this is fully devolved.
All right.
We need to get out of here.
We need to get out of here. All right. All right. And with that, thank you for joining us. We really do appreciate your time here with us. I also wanted to
and thank you for all the questions. Go ahead, Farhan.
Also, I wanted to pop in on the chat. On the stream, you'll see the docs. That is not going to show up. In the stream, I'll try to post the docs or the form to the document to ask questions. That'll also possibly be on Twitter. So feel free to ask questions on that and let me know and let us know what questions you have. And with that,
thanks for watching Devs and Diaries. Check back next week for another diary entry.
Bye. See y'all next week.